Look at all this 223 action right here. Look at all this right here, all of this. You see all this?
Yep.
So that means it likes to stay around this area. So I already know 223.
Coach, my first month, how do you guys put those gold levels, mark those ones? Like, do they stay on your chart forever? I need to go back
they
to
do. Yeah. So remember right here on Apple. So if I want to get this gold level, gold to me is how many times it touches or stays around that area. So if you look at 223 and I go back in time, look at all this 223 action right here. Look at all this right here, all of this. You see all this?
Yep.
So that means it likes to stay around this area. So I already know 223. Look at all this 223 action right here. Look at all this right here, all of this. You see all this?
Yep.
Could you look at TSLL for me? I wanted to get in right after the candle at 9:58. Was I correct? I didn't, but was I correct?
950. Yeah, no, that's great. Yeah, you nailed it. You see this? Technically, it would have been better here, waiting for the break. So this would be early. 958 would be a little bit early, partner. Look at all this 223 action right here. You got to risk a little bit to make a lot. It's a risk to reward ratio. Right here is your risk. To this level, this is my risk. This is all my reward. Still cautious right here because it could still at any point somebody can get smart and go, I'm going to knife drop. I have a tight stop. I don't need a loose stop here. My stop's going to be right around this level. Can everybody see it? It gives it a little bit of wiggle room to come back through here. I'm okay. You must have wiggle room. This is the part where you fail because you get too scared in this entry. This is where it's got to do its thing. You're never going to get ahead. The second it goes red, you're going to get out. You got to risk a little bit to make a lot. It's a risk to reward ratio. Right here is your risk. To this level, this is my risk. This is all my reward. You see how it came up, came back? Just wait a second. Wait right here. Let this get nice confirmation above the now. Now you're long. So watch for a pullback here on SPY. There it goes. Bye-bye. Hasta la vista. Make your money. Double top pullback. Standard protocol. Now we'll see if it can come back up. Right here. Cup. Handle. Two options. This either comes back up, retest, breaks through, bullish. Comes back up, it will slightly break through, come back for a test here, hammer to the downside, bearish. You see how it came up, came back? Just wait a second. Wait right here. Let this get nice confirmation above the now. Now you're long. Small, not large, small position sizes. You don't need large accounts to make money. You need to be a good, successful trader. Then the money will come.
Much done for today, $150. Thank you so much with small position.
Isn't it crazy what happens when all we do is tweak a couple things, and in this case, small position sizes? So you're telling me the entire last month you never had a red day?
Never.
And all you did was go small position size.
Small position.
Small, not large. Small position sizes. You don't need large accounts to make money. You need to be a good, successful trader. Then the money will come. XPEV, hit that double. Look at this is again. Small. XPEV, hit that double. Look at this is again. Can't stress this enough. Look at this. Double top. Pullback. Broke through VWAP. Lights out. If this was going to be a bullish trade, this would have had a pullback. cup, handle, bound. But because this did a double top, cup, handle never came back, broke through a major level of support. We all know, lights out below VWAP, crashed, hit the 200, which then became support. Now gonna have this push trying to make its way back to VWAP. So this was bearish. You do not, I repeat, you do not have confirmation on long if you've been waiting on SPY. SPY, you guys are up on our pre-market critical level. Be careful, 572.15. Now listen, if it stays up there, we can long it, but right now it is not staying. You do not, I repeat, you do not have confirmation on long if you've been waiting on SPY. 572.15, I told you that is not where you buy calls. Christina, did you notice that it respected that 9 EMA?
I did.
Yep. You see that, Christina? Rejected off the 9 at 571.86. Boom, had that spike to the upside. Bye-bye, hasta la vista, baby. She's out of here. That was support.
Thank you.
Yep. You do not, I repeat, you do not. We provide more free education than any other stock market company, training company has ever released before. Look at all these videos in here. We're doing our best to make sure that all of these provide value. There's no fluff, there's no garbage. Every single one of these videos that we release on YouTube is a training video. If you ever wanted to know anything about any type of trade, head over here, take a look. We provide more free education than any other stock market company, training company has ever released before. Ask yourself, should I pay for this premium membership or continue to watch these other people out here with these shitty ass free call out areas? Beat it. Believe it or not, Nate had never traded a day in his life before coming to American Dream Trading. Damn! Now over $8 million in profits in 2 years, and is now trading like literally $30,000 to $50,000 in profits per day. Bruh. Put that on a freaking bowling bag. Again, ask yourself, should I pay for this premium membership or continue to watch these other people out here with these shitty ass free call out areas? Beat it. A couple of quick professional tips for you. Make sure you guys have the pre-market high on your chart, pre-market low on your chart, previous day high on your chart, and previous day low on your chart. These will also be key critical areas that we use to go along with VWAP, the 200 MA, etc. Some of the other ways that you can do it that I like to do is you guys can color code these, right? So this will mean I would want to go long. This would mean I would want to go short. That way later on throughout the day, when you're looking at those, it will make sense. Instead of having 8 million lines all over your screen, you'll know what the hell you're looking at, right? A couple of quick.
Look at AMD, coach.
Yeah, AMD also looking good. AMD's up here on this double top. I'd be cautious right here. Let's see it. Yeah, you're on a huge double top, 158.60 on AMD. You see it here?
It's been steady stair stepping up the last couple of days, coach.
So what I'm going to do on this one, I'm just going to set a stop. Set it. Forget it. Bye. Just go make me money. Bye-bye. Bye.
Look at AMD, coach.
Yeah, AM. I just hammered these puts. So we'll see what comes out of this. SPY right here, 581.50. Counting on this pullback, 581.50. Remember that was previous resistance? I just hammered these puts. So we'll see what comes out of this. There we go. Put 100 SPX contracts on that one. Yeah, I see it bouncing off this 21. I want a little more. I want to see it flush to 581. 581 here.
There it goes, coach.
Yep, this is where I wanted it. Stay down there. Come on. Oh, yeah.
Whoa,
Yeah.
Billy. There it goes.
Yep. Yep. Bye-bye.
Lights out.
Taking it. Boom. That's a $10,000 trade, ladies and gentlemen. Boom. Now you're in a free trade. I'd move my stop up. Stop would be at 248.90. Look at that. And now everybody would be in the money right now. So right here, if I was scalping Tesla now off the 9, my stop would be right here at 248 to see if this will push back off this 9. But I'd be leery and I would give this just a little bit of buffer right here, okay? But this is where, if I was scalping this is where I'd be scalping it long with a tight stop. And then as it moved up, move my stop up to protect. Now, right there, boom. Now you're in a free trade. I'd move my stop up. Stop would be at 248.90. Look at that. And now everybody would be in the money right now. Boom. Now you're in a free trade. I'd move my stop up. Stop would be at 248.90. Look at that. And now stock market education company in the world that has a live open microphone. How is that still possible? They have seen what we have done for people. It's crazy. We trade stocks, options, and futures here at American Dream Trading. So if you guys are interested in, we do have a 7-day trial. You guys can go to our website, americandreamtrading.com. Get signed up, check out the trial. With the regular paid membership, by the way, it's $200 a month. With the regular paid membership, you guys will get access to our Zoom training starting at 8:45 all the way to 4 p.m. every single day that the market is open. When you're ready to step it up, with a VIP membership, you will get daily masterclass training with me starting at around 8 o'clock. We will train or trade or both. You're also going to get early pre-market access starting at 4 a.m. Eastern. You guys will be in there with other moderators and some of our millionaires. You guys will also get access to the VIP lounge. All the workshop classes will be free and they were recorded so you can catch all the previous ones. VIP training videos only to you, and our trading view indicators, which you guys can use our overlay. You just have to have a trading view subscription, which is about $15 to $17. When you're ready to step it up, if you're a VIP and only if, you can then get a VIP gold add-on, which by the way, right now is half off, $250 a month. If you just want to add on the VIP gold add-on, you're going to get all the mastermind classes for free, 1 hour of tech support where we can remote in and help you get your charts and everything set up. That is not to discuss your accounts, financial information. That's not a one-on-one. You guys are also going to get weekend training every Saturday. We've been doing that at 11 o'clock. The VIP Gold Lounge access, the VIP Gold Priority Help Desk support, the brand new news service, and you guys are going to get the breakout rooms every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, again, to work with our moderators and some of our other millionaires. When they're in the room, they're busy, but when they're in there, you guys can also ask them questions. I think we are still the only stock market education company in the world that has a live open microphone. How is that still possible? They have seen what we have done for people. It's crazy. You guys will be able to ask questions all day with people that have literally made millions of dollars in this room. Who else has that? Nobody. Sale, 6 months VIP membership. You get 6 months of VIP gold for free for the first 6 months.
Welcome to the Aftermarket. American Dream Trading. You have entered the Aftermarket. AmericanDreamTrading.com. Welcome. You are now in the Aftermarket.
Forgot to let myself in. Welcome to American Dream Trading's The Aftermarket live chat and watch party. I'm your host, J&J Video Reacts, and this is a stream created by traders for traders to just kick back, relax, and enjoy each other's company and just kind of decompress after the market. It is Friday Freestyle, and this is the day where we basically just chill, reflect on the week, go over some strategies. I just figured I'd do a little VJing tonight, watch some coach videos, and get our learn on. There's not a whole lot of people in here, so I'm still going to go on. The show must go on. So make sure you do me a favor and share this video out so we can get some more people in here, and subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed. And also make sure you are smashing that like button. American Dream Trading was founded by Chad W. Christian, who's a 32-year stock market veteran. He has literally traded in every market condition imaginable, and he teaches us how to do the same thing. We get paid no matter whether the stock goes up or down because we're taught how to actually trade and not just chase call-outs. You know, we can read charts. We can determine from news stories how to play stocks. This isn't just a call out group. So if you're looking to learn how to trade, really learn how to trade, go ahead and click the link that is pinned to the top of this live chat. It's AmericanDreamTrading.com. That's where you will go to get signed up and become a member. And as Coach said in that earlier video, right now, if you sign up for 6 months of the VIP membership, which includes one-on-one type style training with him, which nobody's doing a live open mic like you heard, you will also get 6 months of the VIP Gold for free. That includes all the services we offer: weekend training, gold breakout rooms, hot stock picks, trading view indicators, mastermind classes, workshop classes, you name it. Everything is included in that membership. So go ahead and get signed up. Link number 2 is the Restream Rink. You are more than welcome to come up here and join me on this panel, have a conversation. We can chit chat. We can talk about how your week was. We can go over trades on the trading view indicators. If you have questions, we can answer those. So feel free to come up on here. We just ask that you have an open camera and make sure your mic is closed. That way, if any background noise is happening, we don't hear it. And respect your fellow panel members. That's all we ask. We're only going to be on here till about 6 tonight, and that way you guys can go ahead and hang out with your families. So I'm going to go ahead without further ado and start playing a couple videos and just basically reviewing them. J&J Video Reacts. Let's react to some of Coach's videos tonight. So let me go ahead and get some shared. By the way, there is a tip jar down there as well. It is the third link in the live stream and also in the description of this video. If you like the videos we're watching tonight, if you think I'm doing a good job hosting for you, then go ahead and throw something in the tip jar for the weekend. I appreciate it. You know, it's not mandatory, but it is appreciated. And I thank you guys for being here. Bucko, I see you. JJ Beacon Knowledge, thank you for always supporting me, baby. I appreciate and love you. Miranda, thank you for also coming, baby. I appreciate you as well. Snoopy, thank you for all you do. Thank you for being here. Thank you. I appreciate you. F2, I saw you down there, brother. So thank you guys for being here, you know, and let's hang out a little bit and watch a couple videos and then get our weekend started. If you want to come up on the panel and talk as well, that is what you're welcome to do that. Let me go ahead and queue up some videos. Shout out to Arlo and Bruno. they also are video editors in this group. You know, I do some editing, they do editing, and they really kill it. Arlo is doing a fantastic job on these YouTube longer videos. Arlo, wherever you are, love you, baby sis. Let's go ahead and which one's that one? What is that saying? We looked at double top. What's that one? Buying. Let's go down a little bit. Pre-market. Candle wicks. Let's look at that one.
This is the variance. See it? This is 460 or 447 to 446.70. So right here is about a 30 cents off the mark. It's going to be hard to determine inside of that 30 cents. Why? We don't know if it wants to use this and we don't know if it wants to use this. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Typically, it will show us boom, 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 right? Boom. But because of this, it makes it a little harder. A lot of times it will show me, okay? Let's just use this as an example. If you look at the bodies, you see the bodies together? See the bodies together?
Yes.
So if the bodies are together, right here, bodies are together, I'll use the bodies and not the wick. Notice I used the bodies right here, and I didn't use the wicks. See it? The wicks don't matter. The wicks were here, 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 and here. So what would make more sense, using the bodies or the wicks all over?
Bodies.
That's that is the difference between which one I use. Does that make sense? And this, though, is why don't we all use a break and hold method in here, right? So think about it. If this was our level, let's say it was coming down, right? And this is our level of support because it's underneath us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if it doesn't break and hold, and all it does is a wick pops through, pops through, pops through, pops through, that's no good to us yet, right? That is why it has to be a break and hold is for that exact reason.
That makes perfect sense. Because you know, there's times when the wick is beneficial. And that is just like when Nate talks about the Nate wick, when it comes out of the top and you are looking to be on the upside of a stock, you know, like we do in the pre-market in the morning, you don't want wicks coming out of the top of that candle, because then it's a whole different story. That means the sellers are coming in and that stock is usually about to drop. But in this instance, Coach used it in a break and hold scenario. Wicks don't have a whole lot of power. It's so funny. I just realized that as I'm saying it. They've got a ton of power to kind of let you know who's in control of the stock, but not when it comes to like a break and hold situation and you're just having a poke through, right? So very good video, Arlo. Papa Tahad, what is going on, brother? I see you. Steve Ken, welcome, bro. How are you? Watching some videos tonight and doing a little bit of analyzation. You guys are more than welcome to come up on the panel if you feel so inclined. You want to come hang out up here and discuss the videos with me. You are more than welcome. Calls and puts, right? I don't know if we have
Right, you're going to get into the trade and then it's going to pop up. This shouldn't panic you. And then you get the nice, beautiful Widowmaker. You're like, yay. Then you get a buyer's candle. So if I was a scalper, hold on. So if I was a scalper, I would have got out immediately right here. You see this candle? That would have told me to get out. It popped back up. Then it immediately pulled back. So right here was.
Okay, so that candle right there. Hold on, let me enlarge it. Right, okay, so that, you know something too? On this one here, okay, and this is something that coaches mentioned not that long ago. Nate said it as well. When you see this long candle here at the end of a downtrend, it could signify that, I think Nate referred to it as the stock is taking its last breath. It's taking one last big, huge breath before it starts giving out. And I'll be damned if that's not what happened on the next candle. You've got the, I think that might be a inverted hammer. When you see that down at the bottom of a downtrend, that usually means reversal. So yeah, very interesting.
Was resistance. You can clearly see it, and you're below VWAP, starting to trend down. You can hammer this pig, then you break the low a day again, right? Do you see how this works? So completely different from a scalper to a 2-minute EWO, just like right here. Look at this. These are puts again. So it came down, stair stepped up, came down, stair stepped up, came down. Now you're waiting for it to break right here. If it breaks right here, bang.
Yeah, had a good week. Had a green day today too, Bucko. Hopefully you had a good week.
I'm going to go into puts. If it bounces, this will then become support, and this would be calls. And if it's going to be calls, it's going to ride right back up to here. And then here's my channel. So this is going to be call level up here, and this is going to be put level down here. Makes sense? Okay, good. This is the channel. Can you see this channel? Yes. This is it right here. This is the channel. This is the scalper's channel. If it breaks up, calls. Breaks down, puts. Don't overthink it. Here's your calls.
Miranda's got it in all caps. Join panel. You could come up here too, Miranda.
Here's your puts. Here's your stop. Here's your stop. Make sense?
Yes.
That's it. Don't overthink it at all. That's it. Period. Point blank. Don't overthink this thing at all. If you're a scalper, you already know exactly what to do. And we can do it on every single level, every single condition. Here was another one. Right here. Right here. This was the channel. Came down. Support. Bounced up, resistance, came down. This is like a mini double bottom. It broke through, bang, there's your puts. If it would have went through here, here's your calls. Here's your stop. And then here's your stop. Done. That's it. Right? And guess what else?
Jen said 10% of the proceeds come to the wife. I love it.
When in doubt, you could have a straddle. If I had a straddle right here, I'd have one call and one put. When it decides to rip back to the upside, I dump my put. But if it breaks down below, rid of my call. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. If you use Turbo Trader and set this up, let me change it. Turbo Trader, not stocks, options, I think we're doing. If you do the limit offset right here, you can make it anything you want. Right here's a 20-cent offset. See it?
That's it. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that way you won't be chasing it. It'll say, hey, give it up to X variance to make the move. Make sense?
I like it.
Yep. And now look at right here with support. See how this turned into support, which was right here. And like I said, this is your channel, right? This is a scalper's channel. Yes. You see the cues now below that 464?
Yep.
And same thing. So if we took these puts right here, right? And we had our stop right here. This is our risk. This is your reward. Make sense? If you're a scalper and that costed you 20 bucks, 200 bucks, whatever, guess what? The second it makes the transition to go the other way, right here is 1,000 to 2,000, right? If it was this much, and if it was this much, well, guess what? There's your $60 to $80, right? Master scalpers.
Yes.
I mean, it's just, you just have to look at it, what it's doing, why it's doing it, where's it going to go, what's it going to do. But this is why I always tell you guys, are you a scalper which means you are the best of the best. You know what you're doing. You can handle any situation. I can read this candlesticks. I can see the patterns. I know every support and resistance. I know what the hell's going on. I know what news is going to happen, what's going to create different things. Or are you a 2-minute EWO that triggers where it's at, it broke above where it's level or below where it's supposed to be, and then you let it ride for the next 6 hours?
I don't know about 6 hours, coach. Let's go over to the playlist.
As crazy as we think SPY is, SPY doesn't look so crazy right now, does it?
Coach, SPY is crazy today.
Yeah, it's wild. But let's review this real quick. So, as crazy as we think SPY is, right? As crazy as we think it is, if you guys break this down on a slower scale, 2-minute EWO gang, SPY doesn't look so crazy right now, does it?
Rock solid.
Yeah, exactly. The reason is, if you guys look at this, here,
It looked like that today. SPY very rarely has days where it just, like Palm said earlier, behaves like a normal stock and just goes in one direction. This happened this day and it happened today. We lucked out. Take advantage of them. You know, one thing Palm's always saying is when preparation meets opportunity, right? Well, if you've saved up some powder, you know what it looks like when it starts this here. The confluences are all lined up and it's the makings of a 6-star trade. It goes under VWAP. The 9 has led the 21 to leave the 55. They're all, you know, you got the trend going down. I mean, everything is just lining up. Get in. That's when you get in, you know, that's when you take advantage of it. You know, now, of course, all of these are hypotheticals. Everything that we say is for training and educational purposes. Not Chad Christian or anyone else that represents American Dream Trading is a financial or tax advisor. So take what we say with a grain of salt. It is training and education. All right. So just wanted to put that disclaimer out there. But yeah, that's usually a 6-star trade that, you know, if you had a paper trading account, that would be your signal to go ahead and buy in at that point.
Here, I'll make it so you can see it. This is my buy-in for SPY. Okay, this is where I bought puts if I'm on a 2-minute EWO. It has never, ever broke below VWAP, and the overall trend has been down, right? 2-minute EWO have just been printing all day, right?
It's just the option killer candles like the one happening right now. That's what it is.
You guys know my rule. I'm glad you said
You're an option killer, boy. Ought to be put away.
that. Now look, isn't this a
Option killer, option killer, option killer.
beautiful gamma right here? A nice candle to sell some. Isn't this the candle where I would
I'm sorry.
want to sell some? This is where I want to take a little bit off, and right here is a bounce, so you already knew. But you guys know I love to, now this is scalping, not 2-minute EWO, but on candles that give me a ton of money, just like stepping on the gas pedal, I love to take some off on those areas. But for everybody else, this is just easy breezy, lemon squeezy, doing what it needs to do, right? It never broken held. I want you guys to look at this.
Bucko, you're shitting me. Only one red trade all week. Nice job, man. Good for you. Way to be consistent.
Too. This is what freaks people out. This is where you guys lose money and you continue to do it. Can you guys see this right here?
She touched my PP.
True, but it never held above it.
Yeah, but everybody in this room would freak out if you're doing a 2-minute EWO. Am I right, everybody?
Yeah, it scared me out. I'm not gonna lie, because it wicked above
And
twice.
that's not, and that we don't do that in here anymore, right? I don't care if it comes through. I don't care, right? Remember, it has to break through and hold. Are any of these a breakthrough and hold with a confirmation candle next to it to
No,
show
sir.
you more?
No, they are not.
So why would we ever get out on any of these, especially on a downtrend? Look at this. I mean, this is just glorious, right?
Yeah, I'm mad at myself on this one, Coach. That's my first mistake this week. Been doing so good too.
That's all right. I need you to write down in your journal. The only thing that is the most important thing to you in your journal is why you got out when it did that. right?
I already wrote it down. I got it. Wicked above VWAP, didn't break and hold, but still got out of puts.
Yep, it scared you out. Because those are the money makers, let's be honest, right? Because right now, the difference between barely made money or break even was the fact you got out. Because this was the payday, right? This was actually the profit spot, right? And this is
Yeah,
where
I know. That's why I was mad. I was like, God, I got out literally 2 minutes too early.
Yep.
Literally. And then it
for
pulled.
and for everybody else too, right? So if this is our candle to get
Shout out to Hudson Miller, wherever you are. Hopefully you're having a good week, brother.
in, this is flat. This is flat. This right here is 50%. Come up, bounce, come back down. Right here is 20%. You guys see where I'm getting them out?
On the pullbacks.
Yep.
Joe Pink is in the house. Hey, Joe.
Yep. Notice I did not do it here. This is my entry, right? I want you to look at this. It's not like I get in this candle and it pulls back and I get rid of 50%. That's not how it works, is it? This is the initial entry, everyone, and it never broke above VWAP. There was no reason to get out. Then it came down, went flat. That is no reason to sell. It came down, and what do you know? What does this candle mean?
Sell 50%.
Yup. Everybody see it? Then it popped up. It came back. What does this candle mean?
Same thing, 20.
Sell 20%.
Yup. Are you guys starting to get this?
Yes,
Now it's
sir.
doing it again.
So if everybody looks, if you bought here, this is profit. This is profit. And now you've only got 30% left. So even if it came back and broke through VWAP, you've already made your money. Are we all on the same page?
Yep, I'm with you.
Yes?
Got it.
Okay.
Yes,
good.
coach.
Good.
Yeah, shedding is a beast. You know, it allows you to eat some cookie, as Eric Smoto would say. Every time I've tried shedding, it has been successful, right? Every time, right? So if you don't know how to shed, those videos are amazingly awesome.
What should I do differently next time to confirm that it broke through?
That's a great question. So remember, it has to be well, you can see it right here. So even when this came through, see this?
Mhm.
If you look at where this wick is, it never got higher than this, which would have been the previous body, right? So if you guys remember, my training is long one candle or a candle that breaks through with a candle that breaks the previous body high, which is considered an engulfing candle. Yes?
Yeah, I thought it did that, but I was wrong. Okay, great. Thanks.
Yep. Yeah, it was close. Let me look at it. But if you look at this point to this point, it never broke it. See it, how it's down? Okay, good. And you've got to be careful. This is a seller's wick. See this? Now here's what's crazy. If you look at my screen, you see what I had marked here, this 1130.83. Remember, this was our double top. It broke through. It hit resistance, pulled back to previous. This is now support. Broke through, busted through resistance. Why? Because it was extremely fast to get back here, and now you're going to be testing new high day. Watch. Am I right?
Yep.
Isn't this everything you guys are trained on, right? This
Yes,
is the
sir.
whole thing.
Yeah. Perfect shed. Again, a perfect shedding example. You know.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
Cup
The whole
and
thing.
handle.
This is the whole thing. Now, the only thing that I would like to see a little better was it would have hit here. It would have formed a little cup and handle. Then it would have broke through, hit resistance, then support, then came up, broke through resistance. I would have liked that because right here, if we were scooping up puts right here, we would have had to immediately get out once it broke loose. But because you're master scalpers, you already know if it breaks through the double top, go ahead and hammer that pig. You would have drove up to this side. You would have seen these double sell candles. You would have drove it back down to support. You'd have hammered the calls right here. You'd have been back up into resistance. You'd be watching this whole area. And now we're going to pull back right back down to where we were previous at 1130.83.
Notice he said double sell candles. Why did he refer to those as double sell candles? Somebody answer me down there in the chat. He referred to those as double sell candles. Why? Let's see if you guys are up on your candle patterns or up on your candle body length. Timo! Hey, thank you, Timo. That was cool today, man. I appreciate you. I was like, what? Look at old Timo. I haven't seen you for a while, brother. Welcome. Timo blessed the tip jar today, y'all. That was awesome. Appreciate you. Why did Coach say double sell candles? Initials RT. I don't want to give out your whole government name because I'm not sure what your handle is. So thank you for the tip. I appreciate you. William, thank you, brother. Appreciate you for that this morning. Timo. Who else tipped this week? I think that might have been it. RT again. I think Saturday. F2, thank you. Appreciate you. Yeah. Palm Coast tip back on the 8th. I forgot to go through and say thank you. That's pretty cool. Yep. You guys are amazing. Did I get my answer over there? Hold on. T. Is that an answer? What's that answer? It didn't break. Well, Issy Beta, close. It's double wicks. Welcome to the stream, by the way. It's double wicks on the top of there. That let him know it's a double sell. It's wicks, 2 wicks right here, which are basically tweezer tops, right? When you see that. So that means there's a lot of selling pressure. And then look what happened, right? The candles talk to you guys. The candles talk to you. Do me a favor. Get the 14 candlestick book. You know, it's called Do Not Trade Without Learning These 14 Candlestick Patterns, right? It is absolutely amazing. It goes over a lot of these and basically tells you what they are telling you so you can learn to read it. You know what I mean? It's like reading a book. You know, if you get good at reading candles, you can watch stock patterns, you can watch chart patterns and read that like a book. And it's pretty beneficial. You know, it's pretty beneficial. So
83. This was a seller's candle again. It did the same thing right here. See this? These are sells. See how they're really long and it pushes it down? Those are sellers.
Yep.
Yeah, wicking through is not breaking and holding.
That is correct. Richard, you got your hand up? Man, I love it when you guys just keep getting better and better and better and better. Richard.
Also, like Apple, it pulled right back to VWAP, like you were saying, and look at the bounce on that too.
Yep, absolutely. Oh, yep. I see it. Yeah, good call. See now right here, especially for you newer people that are tuning in right here. Believe it or not, this is a bounce of VWAP. Oh, coach, but it didn't touch it. It was off by 6 cents. That's because the professional traders will get in earlier than waiting till that exact moment because they're smart enough to realize if they wait, they might miss the boat, right? This is a bounce of VWAP, even though it was off by 5 or 6 cents. Does this make sense, everybody? I talk about this every day. Now look, you see how this is off? It didn't directly hit this, did it? Nope. So guess what? On a triple top, it's going to be here. It doesn't need to be up here. It's going to be before it, right? And this will be a triple top here. X marks the spot. not up here. Okay, good. Nice job. But yeah, this is
Lucy's
still running up.
Thank you. Lucy's still to the upside. Thank you. Yeah.
Microsoft's a pretty good EWO play today.
Oh, good. Okay, thank you, Microsoft. I think we missed it though on the call out. Let me look.
Good call on Lucy. Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of choppy on Microsoft, but yep, I see it. Yeah, Lucy, hot stock pick, LUCY, continuing to run 125%. I'll get to those questions in just 1 second. So everybody up here on Apple, I sold here, I sold here, I sold here. It bounced around, it came all the way back up, and I sold the last one right here. So this was 2, 1, 1, 1. It broke down to VWAP, which is where I said, guess what? I didn't want to sweat all the way from here to here with that last contract. This would have gone green to red on my trade, where now I would just now be breaking even or still a little red because I took all the damage of the downside. There's no reason to
Look, I think a lot of people who are fresh to the 2-minute EWO strategy or who are unsuccessful in the 2-minute EWO strategy don't learn how to shed at the top. I know I was doing that huge all last year. You know, I would ride it out all the way, even till the color change. I would just ride it till the cows came home because I thought that was what I was supposed to do. I was misunderstanding. But no, you have to eat some of the cookie. You have to take some on the way down. Otherwise, why sit it? What are you sitting in the trade for? To break even? No, you want to make money doing this. So, you know, focus on the process and then the money will be there. And the process with the 2-minute EWO is not to ride it till the cows come home if it starts to consistently go downhill and you're losing. It is to master the art of staying in there when it's running. And then when it starts to slip away from you, start pulling some of the money off the table. You don't sit in there with all your money until there's no more EWO. You shave as it goes down, you take money off the table, right? As it goes down, you take money off the table. And then by the time it hits ground zero, you've already taken everything. And maybe you've got a runner just in case it doesn't, you know, flip color. That's how that works. But people hear 2-minute EWO, I'm just supposed to sit in it. No, you're supposed to manage it. But it allows you time to let the trade work. That's the beauty in that strategy. It allows time for the trade to work itself out without you having to get in and out of the trade like a scalper would, right? So learn how to take your money, even with an EWO.
to do that, right?
Whatever your desires are,
what should I do differently next time to confirm that it broke through?
That's a great question. So remember, it has to be well, you can see it right here. So even when this came through, see this?
Mm-hmm.
If you look at where this wick is, it never got higher than this, which would have been the previous body, right? So if you guys remember, my training is long one candle or a candle that breaks through with a candle that breaks the previous body high, which is considered an engulfing.
Hey, coach, old hot stock pick GNLN is rocketing to the upside.
First thing we do before we trade anything, what do?
Chart it out. I bet you. What do you think his answer is there? Let's just stop it right now. What do you guys think the answer is? Papa said, I do too, vegan knowledge. It's so today I did have to break my 21-hour fast because I was starting to feel weird. So those of you that have kind of been following me on that. So I've been fasting for 21 hours for like 5 days straight. and only eating between 6 and 9. And though I've been feeling fantastic, at some point your body's like, okay, I need a little bit more than this. You've been fasting for 21 hours straight for 5 days. That means you've eaten a total of maybe 6 hours for an entire week has been spent eating, right? And considering how many hours there are in a week, yeah, your body might be like, okay, put a little bit more in there. It's okay. You're eating grapes, for Christ's sake. Go ahead and eat a few grapes right now because I feel a little weird. So that's what I did. I went on ahead and had some nuts and had a banana, a couple of oranges, and some grapes, and finished out my gallon of water. So I'm feeling really, really good. And I'm going to continue to fast. I'm going to continue to do 21 hours, but maybe not every day. I'll break it down to maybe 16 hours, or I'll do what I did today. I'll start out with the intention of the 21 hour and go ahead and stick it out if I feel fine. But if I feel like I need something to kind of get me through, something with a little salt in it to get some sodium in, or some electrolytes, because I work out too. That's also another thing. When you work out, that didn't mean to turn this into a health session, but when you work out, that depletes, your electrolytes and stuff like that. So it's kind of hard to maintain a fast when you're working out. But I'm hardcore. It's like, hey, I want it all. I want to work out. I want to fast. I want to do it all. But it's like your body does need some sustenance to kind of get it through that. And body fat is perfect. But, you do need some nutrients. There's no nutrients in body fat. Even though you do have minerals and things inside of you, you need some help. So just figured I'd be transparent about that. But I still feel fantastic. So we'll keep it moving. What do you guys think? Especially yes, Izzy. Especially when you work out. Pebbles, what's going on? Pebbles, I'm gonna kick your ass, dude. That's not even funny. That is not even. That is not even funny, Pebbles. Stop it. Oh, man. Okay, back check. Thank you. Thank you, Papa. Back check it on the chart. Absolutely. Look to the left, see if there's any double tops, double bottoms that you need to be concerned about, right?
On it. Yep, I see it. Good call out. Beautiful. What do you got set for the next resistance level?
There we go.
13, right?
What's
Good
he
call.
doing? Looking
Still
left.
climbing. Wow. That obviously had news today, didn't it? That just halted to the upside.
Coach, on my paper account, do you recommend waiting for a pullback on GNLN before I jump in, or?
First thing we need to do is, if we're serious about trading it, what's the first thing we do before we trade anything? What do we do?
Look for past resistance and support levels.
Yep. So
We did it. We answered it correctly. Good going, Papa.
let's do that now together. We're going to go back in time. Let's see where it was. So right now it's around 1336. Let's see what's going on over here to see what we're going to run into. We can see around 14 we're going to hit a wall. Yep, here. Let's see what else. Let's go back farther in time. We just want to make sure we're not trying to jump in, right, and then get hammered right out of the gate.
I'm guilty of that.
Yeah,
on the L2, coach. L2 shows 14 as a resistance red line right now.
I see it. So right here, right, we did our homework. We went back in time. I mean, this thing has, if you guys look at this, right, this was already a level which was 13, 14, 1525, 1633, 17, 18. Look at that. This is it. There's no other history. Can you guys see this?
Yes, sir.
So this could be a banger. And remember, this only has a 500K free float, meaning there's only 500 shares that can be traded, which means
it's a micro
this can
float.
go crazy just by a little.
We know that from the morning, don't we, Papa? Micro floats rock, man. They move.
Amount of buying that goes on in, right? Because remember, the market goes up if there's more buyers than sellers. So because there's only 500K shares, it does not take a lot for there to be a ton of buyers that can come in, right? I could single-handedly come in here on a large account, scoop up, 100,000 shares, and it just to the moon, right? GNLN is live. GNLN is live, and it is flying to the upside, ladies and gentlemen. I've tried to get into it twice. My account won't let me do it right now. GNLN, move your stops up. But you can see every level we have marked. Look at it dancing on the 14 level we had marked. Extra volatility stock. Please be careful. If you don't understand how to trade it, this is not for you. But $14 is what it must break to get new highs. You can see 10,000 sellers sitting on the L2 at $14. As soon as you see them buyers get bought out at $14, hammer time, move your stops up as tight as you can. There it goes. $14. Again, $14. Notice we're having a battle at $14. All those buyers got bought out at $14. They're just trying to jump back in it now. The L2 is gone at $14.
Check my phone. All right, Mark, I see your message, baby.
Yep, we're at 1440. Stay up there, baby. There it goes. Boom. There's 1494. Yes, now we're up at the 15 level. Congratulations. 1494. Move your stops up, right? This is quick. Be careful. This is dangerous. Make sure you have a stop to protect you on a knife drop. Don't forget your knife drop can still blow through your stop and sell it at a lower price. That's just a stop loss, meaning a market order to sell, not at that exact penny. Please be careful. Again, if you've never been in a volatile stock, watch, listen, don't trade. It must stay above 14. You guys did get almost a full dollar pop off the 14, but it was fast. And it's fading now. Did anybody make any money on GNLN? I know it was a pretty quick run.
Me, not a lot, $50. Thank you.
Shout out to Noonie. How to set, we looked at that one. Did we look at all of these? We did cup and handle. We did shedding. We did the Teslac, I think. Pre-market, there's another shedding one. Let's go with this one.
Like at this point now, do we rebound? Does it keep going down? How do we determine that based on sideways movement?
Sure. So you want to know on a consolidation, how can you determine up or down, right?
Right.
Yeah, well, that's a great question. So usually what I'll do is I look at how long the consolidation was, where it came from. So right here, this to me looks good. Now, if this breaks above, what is this, 1099, you're going to the upside. Otherwise, you're staying right in this channel.
But at some point, it's going to break.
That's correct. So if it breaks 1087, you're going down. If it breaks 1099, you're going up. So everybody see this?
Okay. And even like on this first break down below that, I mean, that's just a head fake. We got to just be on top of those things because NVIDIA reverse is like, you know, $80 in a blink of an eye.
That's right. That's why it's one of the hardest trades to make, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's only because the dollar.
I wish I could, Mark. I might get a copyright though, because that music's copyrighted. Copywritten. Is that right? Copywritten, copyright. You know what I mean. But I do kind of like where you're going with that. Remember, I made this video a long time ago called The Trading Zone. It's a little short, but yeah. Yeah, I made that music that's on the background of these videos, and quite frankly, I'm getting tired of it. I listened to what do we listen to? About 10 shorts tonight. I played in the beginning of it, and then the selling the metal video, and I'm like tired of that beat now. So yeah, I think I'm gonna work on some music this week. I'm gonna edit my ass off this week. I'm just gonna do a bunch of shorts, but I think I'm gonna also make some music to go with them. So because I'm tired of that beat. But yeah, any suggestions you guys have for shorts and things like that, send them to me. Mark has the ability to DM me or text me, but anybody that's down there that can't do that, send them to Dawn at AmericanDreamTrading.com, and I will take them into consideration.
amount keeps getting higher. The higher the dollar amount, now it's becoming super volatile. Look how volatile SPY is. Look how volatile Tesla is. As soon as we get this split, NVIDIA will not be volatile anymore, just so you know. It won't move like this. You're going to 10 times the amount, which means you need 10 times the amount of volume to move the needle. So as soon as this happens, NVIDIA becomes Apple. It does, seriously. This won't look like...
It's not easy today. Apple,
Yeah, it won't look like this anymore. But so that's a
Did
great
he call that, or did he call that? Because that's damn sure what NVIDIA looks like. But how about Tesla? All right. Tesla was trading between $150 to $200 for over almost a year. Like last year when I first started, I remember Tesla going all the way down to $104 and Jimmy was tripping out. And then when it started rising again, Jimmy was waiting for it to come back down to 104. You guys, some of you OGs might remember that. Jimmy was waiting for Tesla to come back to 104 and Coach was like, yeah, I think it's off to the races, partner. However, it is a fire sale at 150. I remember it got to like 150 and Coach was like, well, hello. It is a year later and that shit's like trying to get back up into the range that it used to trade at. Before I started trading, I remember the guy that taught me how to do options. Tesla was like $1,000. That's why when I started trading and saw it was like a couple $100, I'm like, huh? Tesla? But I didn't know about splits and things like that then. So wow, yeah. So and I'm glad I witnessed a couple while being here now, because now I know what the hell that is, right? Because I could have sworn that was like $1,800 or something, like $3,000 or something. You know what I mean? So I'm like, how is that $100? Is this the same Tesla? Now I know. So, but it is working its way back up there. That thing was just $250 last week, and now it's in the threes. So it's moving up with a vengeance. So if you have the wherewithal, yeah, might want to look at some Tesla.
Great question, right? This is why I always tell you, we cannot guess bottom.
And then look at all that's going on in the news with Elon, with the development of new products and what they're doing. So yeah, of course it's going to go up.
Let it tell us bottom. It told us this was bottom. See it?
Right. Yeah, what the reversal.
Because it never came back.
Right.
So here we go. So right here, this could have been, hey, is this bottom? Then it pops up. Guess what? No.
Another thing Coach taught us. See this? It's steadily trending downward. Right here. To paraphrase, it's doing something different. I love it when he says that because, putting screen time in and group time in, you learn a lot of shit that you don't even know that you're learning. But then it's like, oh, wait, I remember him saying it's doing something different. Now it's turning into a zigzag W. It went into a channel here, right? And now this is a situation where it won't make up its mind. Chances are it's doing something different. I was about to say it's most likely going to go to the upside because that's the opposite of what it's doing here. So that whole channeling thing means, okay, we're done going down now. Let's see. Up, down. We're trying to get back to the upside, because we're tired of doing that, right? So most likely this is a reversal in here. And then you got this engulfing candle right here. So that's only telling you even more so that this is going to be to the upside.
No, it wasn't, because guess what? It retested and broke through.
Look at it.
And then it comes back. This wasn't bottom because it's already come back to here. So it keeps trying to find, hey, where's support? Is it here? Is it here? Is it here? It's going to eventually tell us. So the whole time it's doing it, we just look at, this is an area, this is an area, this is an area, this is an area, and then this is an area. See them?
Yeah.
And we trade those. Now you can see NVIDIA came down, it hit, has not come back here, is bouncing up. So I would ride this until it's going to happen here or here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if it did this, so it was going to either bounce back here or here or here, which is this level, which also happens to coincide with an VWAP. See it?
Yeah. So it's all about the levels then.
Every time. Support and resistance is everything. These channels
everything
else.
Everything is about levels. Everything is about levels. Every. It's your roadmap.
It's just not going to compete. Nothing else competes to what we do. Yep.
And a better view of the angles is what, like a week view or a 3-day view, a day view?
It depends how far back you got to go back. If NVIDIA was on the ceiling and there was no more data, you have nothing to look at.
Right.
If NVIDIA has information like previous day, which they do, you can see right here
Yep.
that this was a golden level.
Yep.
You already knew as soon as it hits here, support area, yes?
Yep.
Yep.
That's it.
That's like what Apple and Tesla are going through right now. You know what I mean? They're in new territory. Nvidia too. They're kind of breaking different and new levels that we haven't seen since they were trading in those areas before. So you got to go way back.
I mean, if there was no more data the day before, go the day before, go the day before, go the day before. You might have to go back a month,
Yep.
a week, a year. Go until you have data and then see what it is.
All right, gang. So here it is. The 14 candlestick book, right? Get this book. This is an amazing book. There we go. I don't know. You know what it looks like. Get that book. I'm telling you, it'll help you with your chart patterns. It'll help you with your candle patterns. That's what it's for, to teach you what those candles mean, those wicks, the bodies of the candles. When you see them have different shapes, what those shapes are telling you, you know, gotta know this stuff. It's not just support and resistance. It's not just the L2. It's not just candles. It's all of that stuff coming together to form your thinking pattern. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I'm going to end with Coach's rules. Don't forget to follow them to the letter, because you will be a successful trader if you do. And remember, we measure success by green trades, not by dollar amounts, right? Consistent green trades. That makes a successful trader, not how much money you make, right? Money is obviously a given if you're green. So, you know what I mean? Make sure you are green. Have a green weekend, actually. You know, David is going to do his, I think, yeah, David's still doing his stuff tomorrow. Yeah, that's right. They were joking about doing it at his house. So David's still doing his class tomorrow. Shout out to the San Antonio people. They're doing a meetup. If you guys are watching the aftermarket, or if you're in here at all, shout out to you guys. Have fun. You know, thank you guys for joining and coming in and spending this time with me in the aftermarket. Don't forget to share it out to anyone who is looking to find a trading home, so they can come in and see what we do, see the videos that they have access to. Don't forget to send something to the tip jar for the weekend, just to kind of, you know, say, hey, good job, boom. And if it wasn't a good job, don't send anything. All right. You guys have a fantastic weekend. Those of you that are going to be in David's class tomorrow, I'm going to take a break from editing and go hang out in there for a little bit. But other than that, let me look for Coach's rules here. Make sure I'm clicking the right buttons. You guys have a fantastic night. Peace and blessings, y'all. Love you.
Some of the rules that we have to and live and die by in here is: do not lose more than 1 to 3% of your total account value in any given day. Make sure you have stop losses on each and every trade, regardless of shares and or options. Make sure you guys are practicing small base hits. Don't go for home runs. Allow the runners to run and stop out the losers. If you're a new trader, make sure you are paper trading using a simulated trading system such as Webull or some of the other ones that are out there. Also, if you're a newer trader, please don't trade in the first 30 minutes or the last hour of the day. Those are the most dangerous times. If you are an expert trader, please make sure you also are being careful the first 3 minutes and the last 8 to 9 minutes of the day. Those are the absolute most volatile times in the entire market.
Gary just came in. Thank you, buddy. Let me put a love on that. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right. You guys have a fantastic weekend. I just wanted to say that.